Hello, so last episode we conquered Italy, which was actually not really a challenge, but it was a challenge to do it well, and I didn't do it well. We did manage to conquer Italy, which is the main thing I suppose, but in doing so we basically wiped out their army, which is very unfortunate because Italy would have had a very powerful army to add to our cause once we had puppeted it. Hopefully it'll be able to recover it in time for it, obviously fighting the Soviet Union and the United States later on. We're going to need our allies to be pretty strong. But for now, we are turning our attention to the Balkans, Hungary, Hungary, Yugoslavia, Greece, and Bulgaria. Let's see how we go.
I think, what is that warship that sits underwater and fires torpedoes at things? It's a submarine. And I'm kind of tempted to tell France and Spain and possibly even Italy to say just invade England for me. I'll thank you later. But my guys are all in position, ready to go? Not quite yet. A few hours. Actually, it looks like they've just 43 hours left, so 2 days and we'll invade Hungary. And I've obviously got a lot of troops down here supporting the Italians because they're in a pretty weak way. But the troops in North Africa survived unscathed, so they will provide a decent front line against the British when the time comes. We should wait for the Iraqis to leave. Iraq obviously sent troops all the way from there to help fight the French in Tunisia. And now they have to just walk all the way back because Italy's about to swap sides. It's all my troops guarding the Yugoslav border, nothing guarding Albania. And the battleship, small warship raider, capital ship are all too far advanced. Now, it's not actually going to be that long till we start on the 1942 technologies, that's all I can say. How are we doing in Africa? Portugal's gained a big chunk there, but we've gained the British holdings in Nigeria, moving a bit into Portugal there. And otherwise things are going alright. It's going to really start to get interesting when the war opens up in Egypt here. Sonar and detection equipment, too far advanced. Okay, that's been 2 days. Yep, so we'll declare war on Hungary. Puppet. And stick with the plan. And where were the planes after that? So just heading straight down to Pex? Yes, so that will be that. And again, hopefully my allies can keep up with my SS troops. And we'll be able to just take... Well, I think the country's small enough that even if I do just head straight across the country, I'll still be close enough that I can get out of trouble. And Italy's just declared war. So the Iraqis grabbed a spot in Libya before they left, but they actually surrendered immediately afterwards. But I hope Italy's just going to focus on building up its army. Its navy is going to be very useful though. Okay, well, our Eastern Corps done their job already. The one heading towards the capital, not so much. Oh, well, apparently one of them just decided not to do anything. Okay, that's a bit better. Romania wants military access? Nope. Actually, they're offering me military access, so I'm still saying no. I mean, I'm not planning on invading them just yet. But at some point I will, and it's easier to do it without having already made friends with them. Well, actually, I might not even have to capture all three. No, probably when their capital city falls, that'll probably be the end of Hungary. Although it's actually not going very well for me. For some reason, my 3rd division finally joined the attack. I think they will win eventually. It's just taking a bit of fighting here. Student's a very good general. And he's chosen a decent tactic. At least breakthrough does a lot. Gives us a pretty huge advantage to our attack. And they're really suffering for it in organisation. Now it's just a straight out assault. France, land lease request. I don't really want to. But I suspect if I say no, they're going to keep bugging me about it, and eventually I'll say yes just because I don't want those notifications popping up. And we've captured Budapest, and that's them surrendered. So then we'll move the SS army down south to the frontier with Yugoslavia. And how are we going to do this one? I think I can rely on my armies and my allies to capture the north here. Oh, Australia's joined the Allies, that's okay. So I'm kind of thinking, seeing the corps this way, one will head south, the other one will go in and support it, then head towards the coast. And in terms of terrain, well, heading south is fine, heading towards the coast is a bit more difficult. Well, hills aren't that bad, we'll just head straight over the hills. And where is... oh, Trotsky's dead. Blaskovitz can just go to... actually, you might as well all just go to where you're going anyway. And then I don't need my allies guarding Budapest anymore. Okay, France hasn't asked me for land lease again, or lend lease, or whatever it is, which is pleasant because I don't want to give it to them. Well, let's keep moving south. Yet the Italians are advancing into Africa. Oh, and we've sent the 9th Panzer Division has gone to help them out, which is very good. Actually, that was Rommel as well, fighting in Africa again. I say again because he did so historically with a lot of fame. Not so much success. Oh no, you can't say that, he was pretty successful. Reached all the way to El Alamein, but not in the larger sense of success. Anyway, we're all in position, all ready to go. Let's take Yugoslavia. Puppet. Oh, now I'll just puppet it. I was thinking I could release Croatia as a nation sitting right in the middle here. And now I'm thinking, nah. Let's go up to Belgrade. Oops, don't really want to go on those hills, but suppose it doesn't hurt. And you will go to kind of support them. That wasn't quite the route I wanted you to take. Then head to Split. Oh, and I forgot Sarajevo on the way. Sarajevo, Split. Means you'll have to cross the mountains at one point. I'm sure you'll cope with that. Really hope the Soviet Union doesn't declare war on me, because I must be way threatening enough. Yeah, their neutrality is 0. They could declare war on me anytime they want. Non-aggression pact? Impossible. Thought as much. And until Italy is strong, well, if Italy's strong, it'll make it a bit easier for me. But I really don't have the manpower neither me nor my allies have the manpower to actually fight the Soviet Union. I'll just have to switch to defensive and just try and hold this frontier and slaughter them and then drive them back, because my guys aren't going to be in position to attack initially. Then hopefully my SS Corps will be able to get some encirclements going. Hmm. .1941 doesn't seem to be much to research in that year. Actually, no, I've done 1941. It's 1942 I'll be going on to next. And it's only 1940 at the moment. There are my SS corps have smashed through in the centre. My armies have smashed through in the north. So it doesn't look like Yugoslavia is going to last very long. Although they've advanced into Italian Dalmatia and Albania. Got a nice multicoloured army backing me up there. And we've captured Sarajevo already. Moving into Belgrade shortly. Not really much in the way of defences there. So that'll fall pretty quick. And how far are you away from surrendering? 43%. So we might have to capture Belgrade. Well, we'll have to capture Belgrade, but hopefully we won't have to capture Skopje. Just go for Split and Zagreb. And then Bulgaria. And that's going to be... Looks like the easiest way to get it is to attack from the south, so we'll go with Greece first. In Greece, just attack straight from those mountains, into there. I believe one of our allies, Italy, probably will take Crete for us at some point, and then we'll just head back north into Bulgaria. And then once that is done, up to Denmark, and then Sweden and Norway. And then we're happy to deal with the United Kingdom, at least until the Soviet Union decides to attack us. Or we could attack the Soviet Union. I call capture splits. So, how far away are you from... Oh, you have just surrendered. Cool. So, Greece was next. Get everybody is just going to march to the same spot. I don't think the Yugoslavs actually took very many casualties in that one. Or at least if I flick up here, Yugoslavia's fourth largest army, larger than Hungary and way larger than Italy. So Italy's in a very bad state. Just because I had to surround so many of their forces in northern Italy. Same as Greece will end up being very weak after this, because I'm basically going to overrun the country and destroy all their forces in the mainland, and then Crete will hold out. I could actually just send my spies, because I'm pretty sure I've got plenty of them, and try and lower them. No, that's not a neighbour, I'll just have to go to Europe. Find Greece, and try and disrupt their national unity sufficiently that they'll surrender. 83.7. In terms of victory points, that is 1, 2, so I've got to get it below 75%, which is a lot actually. And if I can do that, some of the Greek army might survive, and they might actually be useful, at least for a little while. All the artillery and anti-tank things, medium tank reliability, and infantry, one of them. infantry support weapons, but small arms is fine to continue because it was already behind. Same as soon light artillery will happen. There it is, and that will be fine to continue. But it also means we're going to put a lot of resources into upgrading things for the near future. So no new ships or tanks or anything. Infantry anti-tank weapons though, that's too advanced. Well, I say that, very soon I'm actually going to have to start doing the 1942 techs, which include infantry support weapons, infantry anti-tank weapons. I'm not going to do mechanised infantry. Airborne infantry I'll do right now. And am I actually sending... Yes, there's lots of troops heading down to the border here. It's just my SS guys got there way faster than everybody else. So it looks like there's nobody coming to help me. And the Italians are coming to help as well. And how are they doing in North Africa? They're not doing anything. Well, it's probably a case of when I told them to attack Yugoslavia. I think they actually stripped all the troops out of North Africa to go to Albania here. But that's okay. Hopefully they'll do the same thing for Crete shortly. Actually, I will go France and Italy and Spain as my naval power allies will target Crete. And their 86.1 national unities, actually quite a lot. I think it's actually gone up since I last looked. But it's only an estimate. If I click on this, what does it say? 82.4 is their actual current national unity, so it is decreasing. Just probably not quickly enough. Although if I wait for the Yugoslavs at least to get in position. And there's that random division again. I really want to get some infantry brigades for this one, just because that's kind of ridiculous, and for some reason it always seems to be, well, it was invading Italy and then it was invading Yugoslavia, and this guy's clearly seen a bit of combat. It's just it doesn't have any combat brigades. Oh, and at some point, such as now, I was going to upgrade all my light armour to armour. So let's do that. I have a feeling that's not all of them, that's probably just the ones in Germany, but or maybe it is all of them. 1st Panzer Division, 3rd Panzer Division and the cavalry. There's probably only the 2nd Panzer Division, which might be... well, it will be somewhere else. Let's see if I can find it. Well, it won't be in Germany. Most likely be in Italy somewhere. Nope. Don't see it. Down here. Nope. Not along the Polish border. Maybe it's just gone. Not in France. Definitely not in Spain. Which kind of leaves us in Africa somewhere, maybe. But I don't think we've got any panzer... Oh, there's one. No, that's an infantry division. Ah. There is an armoured division in here. Well, it's the 7th Panzer Division. Okay. Seems like a bit of an excessive spot to send a Panzer Division, but okay. Anyway, it looks like this is the force we're going to have to defeat Greece, so let's get on to it. Puppet Greece. SS Army. 2nd SS can head straight down to Athens, while the 1st SS Corps will head into Salonika. And then we'll work out something with the supply lines after we've figured out how to, well, after we've taken the country over. Oh, Austria and Czechoslovakia, these places are all completely surrounded by friends now. There's no way they can be attacked without one of my other puppets collapsing first. And Switzerland. Forgot about Switzerland. And Luxembourg, but Belgium and these ones can be attacked from the sea. What you gonna do? Can't say the same for any other country, or even any other country in the near future, because they've all got sea borders. I suppose if I take Turkey and the Black Sea, I can count these ones, but yeah. Well, really, if I take Suez, I can count lots of these, because I'll control the Mediterranean. My troops are into Spain, but my allies aren't coming yet, and France is starting to bug me with its Lend-Lease. When actually the Greeks advanced into Yugoslavia. But lots of allies heading down south. See Czechs and Austrians and Swiss. Got through the dark brown were for a second, as well as plenty of Yugoslavs and a few Italians. Oh, and is that Slovakia coming? Yes, it is. A few Poles as well. No Hungarians yet. Oh, of course, because I haven't told them to. I probably should. They are actually a fairly powerful country in Yugoslavia. And I'll put them both onto here. Oh, and who's this? The French are landing not in Heraklion or in Crete, where I would like them to. But it still doesn't matter that much. There's only the Royal Navy to worry about. And I'm imagining they're not actually that strong in the Mediterranean. .46 of 31 possible. I'm kind of hoping this technology, I don't have to add more until we're into 1941, just so that that thing doesn't keep popping up telling me my technology's too far advanced. I'll send these guys back to the border and now control, at least prevent those few divisions from blocking our line of supply. But these guys are going to have a harder time of it, because I can't really, there's going to be a gap in my lines when I send them back to defend it. But hopefully these guys will be able to pour through and be able to do something with it. And you can just stay there, and you can stay there. And that's our supply line, as secure as it's ever going to be. Which is to say, not very. Although the Yugoslavs are starting to move in. Actually, I wonder if I can build more SS Panzer divisions yet. No. It's what, 4% of my total infantry brigade count. And there you go, we've been encircled. Oh, there's my Marine division. Good to see you, Mr. Van Ginkel. Okay, I really should do something about this. We can be supplied through Athens for now. And my troops look like they'll actually be able to defend themselves pretty alright. Actually, I might as well move these guys out. What happened to the French amphibious landing? It doesn't seem to have happened, but we seem to have a few Italians helping us out. Oh, there's probably Italian aircraft here. So I'll just wait for the AI to come and relieve me, I think. Well, soon I'll be able to send this guy. No, I'll send him down here. And between him and the Swiss, that'll secure the supply lines completely. Submarine and bridging equipment. Spain is almost surrendered. National unity has to decrease by 6.1% more. So those I might just be waiting for those France, Italy or Nationalist Spain to launch their attack. But, well, Nationalist Spain in particular has already had their fleet savaged, and I think France has taken some pretty heavy losses in their amphibious assaults they like doing. Now that I want them to, they're not going to do one, of course, because that's the way computers work. But it doesn't matter, I'll just wait. Conquer mainland Greece, let the AI take over Crete later on. Rocket artillery, very good. Oh, do I have the self-propelled? No, I don't yet. Combined arms warfare, that must be pretty close. December, next month. At which point I can build some brigades for my SS divisions. And rocket artillery will be very good, just give them a lot more power in the attack. Okay, we've got a nice little supply line heading back now. I could just start wrapping up, but I actually don't want to kill these guys. I'm hoping that France, Italy or Nationalist Spain will land shortly. Oh, and there's some of my ships coming into invade Chalkida. That's really unnecessary. And if you take any casualties, because there is a British fleet right there, I will be very pissed off. Especially since you're invading a port that we actually already hold and you could just sail straight into there. Or you could have just sent your troops overland. But I want no casualties taken, so I suppose no harm done. And I'll help finish off these few up here. Yeah, I might as well try and take out the rest of them. Just because it's going to help, hopefully, get our allies attacking Crete quicker. And between all those attacks, Greece should fall pretty quickly. It's just that one offshore island here we've got to get. And then we'll get on to Bulgaria. And then once Bulgaria, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, and then I'll just have to set my navy back onto offensive and try and take Britain. Battleships were delayed by something. Europe wants 11 transport ships now. And Africa wants a lot of garrison troops. But I suppose they don't actually need many frontline troops. Lost a destroyer division. These were our ships returning, because they did take casualties and they were unnecessary because that did nothing to help our war goal. At least nothing that couldn't be accomplished by just sending troops overland. Oh, and here's the Italians landing in Crete. So, excellent. And the British are fighting them, but that's okay. And are those the Italians scattering? Yes, so invasion cancelled. Well, the Greek army's almost destroyed. So I'll tell them to stop concentrating on Athens. And 80.4, so it's actually getting close to being in a position where they'll just surrender anyway. I've still got all my SS divisions wandering around. And then once they're done, how are we going to invade Bulgaria? Seems like both combine and split them again, kind of like we did for Yugoslavia. But the terrain doesn't really work in our favour. Probably do one up into the forests and attack into I'm kind of thinking it's easy to send one straight through there to Varna and leave the other one to do Sofia and Plovdiv. But Maybe not. Maybe one to Sofia, one to Plovdiv and Varna, both from the south here. Because those hills aren't that big a deal, but that's clearly the best way to attack Sofia. Small warship ASWs to advanced. And we're getting right through them. Well, it's into December, so it's not going to be too long till we can start on the 1942 technologies, which there are a lot on this screen right in front of me. And we're going to take a bit of fighting to kill the Greeks on this island. We're obviously struggling with supplies a bit. How many convoys do we have? We've run out of convoys. Might want to build some more of those. It's kind of annoying that the convoys and escorts, they don't get more efficient the more you build. But I'll build those and that'll get me a start on them at least. They build fairly quickly, but those are still going to take a long time because I milled 10 of each. But once they're all done, that's 550 convoys. Okay, really just got to kill this division, and we're getting there. It's just an amphibious assault. Although we do still have the armour advantage. Armour of 9 now on our SS divisions. Whereas this one's only got a piercing attack of 4, so they just can't penetrate our armour. Again to 79.9, so they might surrender soon. My allies are all returning home, which kind of sucks because they're all going to have to just march this way back again to hit Bulgaria. Oh, it looks like we killed all those people on the island, so that's good enough. So we'll just march everyone into Ceres then, I suppose. And that was our self-propelled rocket artillery's ready. So we'll get 6 brigades of those. And so I'll put them all up the top. Really struggling to believe how few troops Oberkommando Europe's wanting. Well, it's because I haven't told it that it's going to have to defend against the Soviet Union. So let's just do that quickly. Moscow. We're also going to have to hold that. Just give it a few hours. Usually overnight it will think about it and realise suddenly we need a lot more troops. Estimated enemy power, very low. But now it's flicked on overnight and they don't want any infantry at all. Okay. It's probably just because I don't have a land border with the Soviet Union. Okay, our SS troops are all getting in position. Fourth Light Division. I see this one around a lot just because it's the only motorised division in my army. But it does alright. Don't need tanks for everything. Oh, and there's my Marines are going to hang out attacking the mountains. No, they're not. They are going to just north of Rome. Oh, and you're moving a headquarters division to Nigeria. Well, that's okay. Well, the British have just started arriving here, and the Portuguese, they've taken a decent chunk of West Africa. June 1941 is when I have to turn off automatic deployment. And the Africans will be getting a few more divisions starting in March, which will be very handy for them, because they will need a few more divisions. And then Europe's getting a few more. So now troops are all leaving. It's like the British have landed, but they haven't. Troops are just leaving from the area I want them. That's okay, I think my SS will be enough to handle Bulgaria. Whoop. Apparently I left one behind. Okay. And then the first SS Corps, which is the weaker of the two, is going to have the more difficult job. But it's the longer trip, but easier terrain to fight over. And Ringel's actually getting a lot of experience here. Actually, let's get him to go and help attack Sofia. Just to get him some more experience. Can't remember what army commands actually do, but I'm sure it's something of benefit. I remember army group commands are the ones I really liked, having good generals in, because they reduce the supply cost of units under them. And you attacked too soon. SS Army is the one I want. Oh, lost a lot of destroyers and transport ships. Okay, we'll capture Plovdiv, attacking Sofia with a single SS division, but they're not doing badly. Actually, the Bulgarian army's not very good at all. So I'm assuming Blaskovitz here will have no problems at all charging into Varna. Although you have to wonder how much use the Bulgarians are going to be, just even against the Soviets they're not going to be that great. Although numbers are still of advantage. Almost time to put on our 1942 technologies. When there's 1941 technology I missed. Lend-Lease? Nope. You've got plenty of IC, you don't need mine. Sofia's fallen, Varna's about to fall on the 16th of January, and it's now the 14th. And then that'll be Bulgaria done. There we go. Didn't even take that. Oh no, we did actually capture it.
So we've managed to gain 3 new allies for our cause. Hungary, Yugoslavia and Bulgaria. Hungary and Yugoslavia have pretty powerful armies and should be useful allies. Bulgaria's got a large army, but it doesn't seem to be all that great in terms of quality. Greece, of course, has managed to maintain its independence. It's holding out on the island of Crete. The Italians tried to do a landing there, but it didn't succeed. And honestly, it looks like with the help of the Royal Navy, the Greeks might be able to hold out there for a long time. Anyway, next episode we are going to be turning our attention to the north, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, and I'll see you all then.